Thank you very much for joining me again. Of course, this is Serious Matters, and like I said in my first video, I have a second, matter to discuss, and that's the issue of the protests that's went around, in some parts of the country. In Nigeria, of course, you notice that we did not do any video on that Democracy Day, and that's because we wanted to watch as an event unfolded. Yes, as much as there were outcries that there should be no protests, people still went outside there. Young Nigerians who were fearless still went outside there to protest. And from the angle where I perceive things, I give kudos to everyone who went outside there. You risked your life for us. You didn't mind what would happen to you. In Abuja, we saw Comrade Adeyanju. Somewhere there, I saw Omoyele Showore, and several other. I even saw Mr. Macaroni and several others of you who went outside there to say something, saying, things. Trying to hear our voices about the situation of the country. Things are tough for the average Nigerian. As a matter of fact, people who were doing well before are beginning to slip into the class of that average Nigeria. Of course, the average Nigeria now is becoming very poor. That's to say that things are getting very tough, and so the things that they could afford before, they're finding it difficult to afford those things now. That tells you that the state is in a very critical state. We do not just have security challenges, we also have economical challenges, and I believe that the security challenges we have are messages from different quarters. Take, for instance, the burning down of INEC offices at some point in the southeast. Take also the burning down police station, these killings by gunmen. I do not just want to believe that these are young guys who are just bloodthirsty. They are people who are passing a message. And my take on this is that the president should look inwards and try and decode what the message is, what the message really is. You see, you cannot just continue to be harsh as parents. If you, I had the story of a young girl. The girl is just about 5 or 6 years old, who was given a memory card to memory verse to take in church, and she will not take it. She got in front of the congregation and she pushed the mic away. She will not take it. And so she got home, and they said, somebody told the father and said, your daughter did not take her memory verse. And the girl responded, yes, I know you're going to beat me, so go ahead and beat me. At 6. And so the father lashed out and beat her. Yes, some person said, oh yes, he shouldn't have beat her and this or that. But then there is a point you get to where beating will not work again. Yes, the Bible says that it's in the hearts of children that madness is hidden. And so this is the rod of correction that you use to bring it out. There is a point where the rod of correction will not work again. The rod of correction will no more, it will continue to work, but it will no more be, physical lashing. It will now be words, understanding, because at some point you will not have the strength to handle them again. You won't have the strength to handle those children again. So, so how you now grow up, how you navigate into that phase matters a lot. Else, they will deal with you. You will just slum and die one day as a result of high blood pressure, and it will be intentional by the child. The child will intentionally frustrate you, knowing that you don't have the power. If you have always spank the child, it gets to a point the child has more strength than you, and so you raise your hand, it grabs your hand and say, how dare you do that again. And when you get to that point, you see that you have a bigger issue at hand. And so I want to believe that, we have said this again and again, that this matter should be addressed as a parent or a father to children, which of course I see that lacking at the moment. And thanks to the House of Rep members, the senators who are already speaking about, I want to believe it's because more because of the security challenges. They find it now difficult to travel around the country and so on and so forth. And I think there should be a more resolute way to handle the security situation and the economical situation of Nigeria. It's not time to be harsh. It's not time to say we would respond in whatever language or something that is bringing about issues. Then you now run to saying that we ban Twitter, and that is not our problem. That's not our problem. There are more critical issues to be addressed, and they can only be addressed on a round table. There are points in the family where you get to where you now begin to discuss matters on the table with those same children. You will say, go and bring that one, go and bring this thing, go and bring that thing, go and bring that. At that point, you have to discuss, you have to talk. So what is the issue? What are you going to do? What do you want? What is your own? What are you bringing? And so on and so forth. I think we have come to that point. And not at a time where you now respond with anger or no parent should do that at this level. We are grown up. We are grown up. Yes, we might look as if some of us might be behaving somehow, but it doesn't mean that everybody does not know what he's doing. I mean, does Omoyele Sowore, if Omoyele Sowore is to keep quiet, he has a life. I mean, he has a good business. He's doing very well. His family is abroad. He's doing very well. He has nothing to lose, as it were. But he's voicing. Adeyanju too outside there is voicing, not because he doesn't have a good life, but he's voicing for every one of us. Macaroni has a very good page. He's doing very well, but he's also voicing for us. These guys are fronting. The likes of Chief Sunday Igboho, they are also speaking. Not because they want to gain anything, but because, of the masses, because of the general populace. And so, even though I do not believe in disintegration others. I mean, I don't believe in that. Yes, just my personal opinion. I'm not saying that should be the opinion of everybody, yes. But personally, I don't feel the issue of everybody going this way should be the matter now. No, I feel even if that is going to happen sometime later, yes, which might never be necessary. I feel that we should sort ourselves out first. Let the Hausas or the Fulanis be friends with the Yorubas. Let the Igbos be friends with everybody. The Igbos, every one of us are living coordinatedly, peacefully together first. And at that point, you discover that we probably don't need disintegration like some persons are clamoring for. I'm not saying that what you're doing is bad or whatever. It is just my opinion. And if I'm to go a little bit further, before the last one I'm going to be talking about, is our position in Africa. Let me voice this out to the whole of Africa, that this fight in Nigeria is a fight against Africa. The fight in Nigeria is a fight against Africa. When you take the map of Africa and you tilt it, you find out that Nigeria is at the trigger. Nigeria is at the trigger. If anything goes wrong with our nation, Africa goes down. And so it is important that we all come together peacefully, arrange ourselves and put ourselves together. Don't just watch Nigeria, and I'm talking to the rest of Africa at this point. Don't just watch Nigeria, say it does not concern us, it's none of our business. If anything goes wrong with Nigeria, it will affect every part of Africa, because Nigeria is at the trigger of Africa. And you see it's pointing through South Africa. So as much as possible, please let's join forces together to fight against insurgencies, fight against insecurity, fight against terrorism. Don't just watch us and say we'll fight our battles on our own. Yes, like I said earlier on, a lot of the people you see on the forefront have good lives. They can live in other places in the world, but they choose to stay and fight. And so where we are today is a fight by so many. And that's it. As I round up, I'm passing these messages to my colleagues, young guys outside there. Please, I beg of you, don't allow anybody buy you over. Carrying weapons to assassinate people, killing people is not the solution. You can't have a life that way. You don't have a life that way. The Bible makes it clear. Jesus Christ said it himself. The one who kills with the sword will also be killed with the sword. The one will be killed with the sword. And you know what that means? It doesn't just mean him. It will affect his generation. The sword will not depart. So please, let's come together. Let's come up with more, productive solutions other than taking arms from these people who are sponsoring terrorism, who are sponsoring insecurity. Some people are buying AK-47s and putting them into your hands, and they have children abroad. You should think. Let's come together amicably. When it is time for elections, don't take money from anybody. Don't help anybody in thuggery and helping anybody to steal ballot papers or ballot boxes. Don't allow anybody to use you. And I tell you, we will get the change that we want in Nigeria. I do not believe that the change we desire in Nigeria will not come. It's around the corner, but we all must join forces together to make that happen, and it must happen peacefully and in unity. Thank you very much. Of course, this is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. My name remains Olukunle Abraham. God bless you, and we see you again. Bye-bye.